Okay, in this lesson, I'm going to talk a little bit about useful tools that are available to you through Office Online, also called Office 365. So I mentioned this in the video about the Dropbox, but if you go to www.office.com, you can sign in with your SRU email address and SRU password, and it gives you the full selection of the online versions of the Microsoft Office products. If you need the desktop versions that have all the features, and obviously some programs only exist on the desktop version, like Access and Publisher, you can install the full version of Microsoft Office clicking this button here. It's a pretty big download, and you need privileges to install on your device, but it works on Mac and PC, and as of 2020, you can do that on up to 5 devices. But this online version has some pretty useful things in here that will help you, especially if you are doing group work. So one scenario that you might encounter is that you are writing a paper as a group. In the old days, what you would have to do would be is create a document and email it back and forth and stitch it together piecemeal between all the group members. Well, Office.com, if you go into the online version of Word, make a new document. I can call this, Team 5's paper on instructional design. If this is a paper that we're writing as a group, I can, perhaps I'm the group leader. I can come into my Office.com and I can, do the outline. I can start writing it, and rather than emailing this around, what I can do is in the upper right corner here, I can hit share, and I can enter in the names of my classmates. So if I start typing in a last name, it will search the SRU directory, if I can spell it right. There we go. So it'll search the SRU directory of current students, and I can pick my group mates and fill them in here. And what I can do, pick my group mates, type in their email addresses, and I can hit send. And this will send my group mates a link that will let them edit this document online. So I'll just type in myself here. See that? So I can, let's pretend that's me, and I can add in all my group mates here, and or I could just copy the link and send it to them, and then I hit send. And what that does is that'll send a message to my group mates. Hey, this document has been shared with you, and they can open up this and they can continue typing and working on this as a team. So the most current version will always be here. You can see a history of who edited it and when. You can also do that with, if I leave here, and let's go back, if I do a PowerPoint. So if you're in a group in your class and you've been charged with creating a group PowerPoint presentation for, you're going to present at the end of the class, what you can do here is you can begin building it on Microsoft Online. They have, let's do a fun template here. Yeah, we'll do that one. Group 4's on Shakespeare. So you can start, this mostly has the same features. So you can start building your group's PowerPoint on here. So nominate a leader to set this up, and then when they're ready to share it out, you click share. You can type in the SRU email addresses, or if you just type a last name, it will search the SRU directory, pick your group mates, hit send, and it'll send them an email with a link that they can click, and they can come on here, and they too can work on this online. You've got one copy in one spot, and it's always the most up-to-date copy. And from here, if you needed to, say, submit this to the Dropbox in D2L, you could do file and then do download as, and download a copy of it, and have it on your computer to submit to D2L. But if you are doing group work as a team, this is the tool for you. The other thing that you have in Microsoft Online, I'll end with this. Those two are very useful for group work when you have to produce a PowerPoint or a Word document as a team. The other thing that we have in here is the OneDrive. This is your personal file bucket that you can upload very large files to this to send to classmates. So if you were working on a video project or had high resolution images, you have very big files that email won't accept, or maybe you have something you're trying to submit to the Dropbox that it won't accept. You can upload files into here to share them with people. So if I hit new, or rather upload files, come on, here we go, and let me go to my example course material. So let's say I have this PowerPoint show that has narrations on it that's too big to put into the Dropbox, too big to email. It could be a video, it could be really anything. I can click on it, hit open, and it's going to upload it for me. And then when it's in here, I believe it'll go to the bottom. Any one of these that have been uploaded, what you can do is, oh, there it is, modified a few seconds ago. What you can do here is you can click the share button and type in the name of the person. So if you had a classmate, you can type in their last name. Again, this searches the SRU directory for current students. You can pick their name, or you can just type in their email, or you can just do this copy a link thing. Copy that and paste it into a email, paste it into a discussion board, paste it into a Dropbox document, whatever you want. So this tool is very useful if you have a big file that you need to get to a classmate or a professor. Upload limit here, it's a couple gigabytes, so it's hard to run out of space here. So this is the other very useful tool for you for moving big files around. Use the OneDrive.